whatever thing or things we put in place right here in this great nation of ours called Nigeria, we should always attribute it to the fact that yes, Nigeria is a great country, a great nation where we have milk and honey flowing in excess, and definitely we will enjoy every bit of it right here in this nation. And if you still feel Nigeria is on the back foot, no, we are actually striving so well and making things happen on the front foot this day. And you're on to Nigeria's first business radio, Impact Business Radio, IBR 92.5 FM right here in the city of Ibadan. And the program right here is Rise and Shine. My name is Tunde Ido.
And I am Omodele Oyedeko. And you're welcome to the final lap of Rise and Shine right here on Impact Business Radio, IBR 92.5 FM. And this is the segment where we get to discuss topical issues so that we can talk on ways that we can move Nigeria forward.
When we talk about commerce, when we talk about industry in Nigeria, we have them in full effect. They are up and doing, and they are making things happen in full effect. This is why we have decided, as Nigeria's first business radio, to look into what commerce, to look into what industry is all about. And luckily for us, a couple of weeks ago, precisely just about a week ago, we have the honor and privilege to have the new president, or let me just say the newest president from the chambers.
Yes, for the Ibadan Chamber of Commerce, Industry, Mines and Agriculture. And she's no other person than Princess Margaret Bosede Amuson Ogunaike. You're welcome to the studio, man.
Thank you very much.
It's nice to have you on me.
Thank
And
you.
just as Modele said, from
I'm
us
very
here,
happy to be here.
on behalf of the executive chairman, management and staff of Impact Business Radio, we say congratulations and we wish you a very beautiful tenure in the Chamber of Commerce. All right, you heard from her, and definitely she's actually here, and we will be discussing about ways of moving the chamber forward in 2016 and beyond. What are her plans, and where does the Chamber of Commerce lie in the forefront of things in Nigeria? Nigeria probably, yes, Nigeria looks like we're going through some certain challenges. Everybody's clamoring for diversification, this and that. And I know when you have chambers of commerce in Nigeria, they're up and doing to make sure that, yes, we support this flow of change.
The Ibadan Chamber of Commerce and Industry was established in 1962 for the promotion and protection of trade and industry, and to represent and express the opinion of the business community on matters affecting trade and industry. The Chamber is a leading member of the Nigerian Association of Chamber and Commerce, Industry, Mine and Agriculture, and it's also affiliated to the Federation of Commonwealth Chambers of Commerce. Yes, and then, it can give its word to a world service to its members individually and collectively.
All right, now let's just go straight to Princess Ogunaike here this morning. Now, for someone to be a member of the Chamber of Commerce, what does it entail?
To be accepted into the fold of Chamber of Commerce, it has to be a registered company.
Okay.
And when I say a registered company, it has to be engaged in either distributive business, manufacturing, industry, mines, or agriculture. All those segments are eligible to be a member of Ibadan Chamber of Commerce.
All right, now, Mommy, let's look at Nigeria as a whole. The economy has crippled a lot. What would you say is the cause of this?
Well, it is really very glaring to all and sundries that we abandoned our mainstay, the agric that was really giving income to the country in the 60s. With the coming of the oil boom, the country just neglected that money spinning agric business. and we relied mostly on petroleum and petrol or petroleum allied products. And with the crumbling of the prices globally, that really affected the income, the income coming into the country adversely. And that is the real reason for the problem we find ourselves in. Thank you.
Now, if we have to look at, that's Nigeria, let's look at the Ibadan Chamber of Commerce, Ibadan. How have they been faring? What's your assessment of the Ibadan Chamber of Commerce and Industry?
As a group, we thank our lucky stars. We've been doing very well, but we can do better. We feel that there is room for improvement for us, and we are really exploring the possibility of surging ahead.
All right, now, here in Ibadan, how has the Ibadan Chamber of Commerce and Industry been able to help the economy of Ibadan and the economy of Nigeria, and what are the plans that the Chamber has to ensure that our economy keeps improving and keeps getting better?
Well, like every one of us knows that business is the nerve center of human activities, be it distributive business, be it manufacturing, be it extractive mining, be it agriculture. All these are mainstay of human existence. And Ibadan Chamber of Commerce membership are really at it. They are surging ahead and they are uplifting the economic banner of the whole country.
In line with the diversification process, Mr. President is coming up with, as the Chamber of Commerce grab this as well, or they have other ideas of what they intend to do on their own to generate funds?
As a matter of fact, even before the announcement of the federal government, we had been looking inwards and been advising ourselves to go back to our roots, to go back to the farms and develop it in with modern technology, so as to be in line with the advanced countries and get the maximum benefit that could be derived from it. Agri is the mainstay.
All right. Now let's look at small businesses, small and medium businesses, because these are the people that actually boost the economy. How has the Chamber of Commerce and Industry been able to help these small businesses, these small-time businesses? And capital is very, very important, and this is like the #1 challenge these people face. So are there plans and are there things that the Ibadan Chamber of Commerce and Industry have been able to do to help to bring up these small businesses?
Thank you very much. These small businesses are the real core of the economy.
Yes.
Ibadan Chamber of Commerce do a lot of manpower development, do a lot of workshops, enlightening people, our members, training. We do a lot of training for them. And when it comes to capital, we have done a lot in that respect. And only about a day to our AGM, we staged a seminar on how to access, how the small and medium companies can access federal government funds for their capital. And we are still at it. We have the tenure of this administration is focusing mainly on improving the lots of our existing businesses. Be it the comatose one, we intend to revive them. Be it the one that is doing well, we intend to give them formula for a better turnaround with a view to making them exceedingly prosperous.
Now, funding, which is the backbone of an economy and of any organization. How has the Ibadan Chamber of Commerce, how have you guys been able to raise funds to forge ahead in this atmosphere where there is so much challenge in the country today?
Thank you. We focus on two areas. Number one, we grouped our members into cooperatives. So members are able to benefit from their thrift. Again, we are in affiliation or in good rapport with Bank of Industry. In fact, the seminar was in collaboration with them. It was with a view, and it's still with a view, to making our members easily access funding for their capital.
Now we're looking at the benefits that the citizens and small and medium businesses stand to gain from the Ibadan Chamber of Commerce, because now some people might not know that they stand to gain such things from the Ibadan Chamber of Commerce. So we'd like you to explain more on that.
Yeah, there are benefits that they can derive from the chamber.
Thank you very much. The benefits to be derived from the chamber is mainly that our main focus is to get our members' business to improve. I have mentioned it earlier on that we do a lot of training by way of seminars, workshops, and manpower development. All these are geared to improving their productivity with a view to getting better profitability. Their maximum profitability is our main concern. Thank you.
Does every state in Nigeria have chambers of commerce, or is just a few states that's got chambers of commerce?
It's not even a matter of state, it's community by community.
Community?
In Ibadan, for instance, I don't know exactly how many, but we have Shaki, we have Oyo, we have Iseyin, just to mention a few. So it's a lot.
Wow.
As a matter of fact, the Ibadan Chamber of Commerce will be playing host to all chambers of commerce nationwide in August. On the platform of Nasima quarterly meeting. So all those Chamber of Commerces will converge here in Ibadan.
We look forward to that. All right, if you're just joining us, you're still on to Rise and Shine, coming your way from Impact Business Radio, IBR 92.5 FM. And in the studios this morning, we have the newest president of the Ibadan Chamber of Commerce, Industry, Mines and Agriculture, no other person but Princess
Margaret. Yes, Princess Margaret Amuson Ogunaike.
And she's been with us, trying to let us into what we should know concerning the Ibadan Chamber of Commerce, because I know that some people feel, are they here in Ibadan? But surely they're here and they are striving well. All right, let's get back to Princess. Now, let's look at, you're a female, a woman, a mother, a grandmother. The opposite sex, because when we tend to say who is the leader here, they say it's a man, Mr. or Professor, Doctor, but a man. In the midst of men and being the new president here for the Ibadan Chamber of Commerce, what are your plans for this chamber?
My plans for the chamber is number one, to get the prosperity of my member companies improved dramatically. Number two, health is wealth. Essentially, if one amasses the whole world and has no health, it's not its own. So on that score, health matters of our member companies, of the chief executives and their staff, is equally our prime focus.
Okay. Now let's look at manufacturing. We have substandard products a lot now in Nigeria. Everywhere we have substandard products a lot. Why would you say we have substandard products? There are other developed countries in the world where it's not even allowed for them to have substandard products. Is it that we don't have the right authorities, or we don't have the right people in place to check these products before they are even put out there? But what exactly do you have to say about this, and why do you think we have substandard products?
How can we get rid of substandard products?
Right, thank you. I cannot deny the fact that there are influx of substandard materials in the country. But I can assure you that my members' products are of standard because we adhere to the authorization of standard organization, and we insist that our members get their SUNCAP certificate so as to regulate the standard of their products.
Now, would you say that because of these substandard products that we have, everywhere, has this affected investors that come to Nigeria to invest? Would you say it has affected investors coming to Nigeria?
I wouldn't agree with that because Nigeria is a developing nation. It is still at its teething stage. It's just like I can liken it to a newly born baby. Its muscles won't be firm from day one, but little by little, things will, the body will be formed and all other things will be in place. So also, I think in this respect of substandard materials, with time and with painstaking correction, we will get rid of them.
We'll get rid of them. All right, the Chamber of Commerce, now, what alliance do they have with government? Does government do they do anything to assist the chamber? What's the alliance like?
Thank you very much. That is very good. My past predecessor in office, that is the past administration, had a giant stride of organizing coalition of organized private sectors. That is the Chamber of Commerce, the Manufacturers Association, the NASI, and the like. They formed a united front. They approached the government, and I think we are very lucky. We have to be thankful to Oyo State government. They have been very receptive to us, and they are really giving us a lot of financial benefits. And we are still anticipating getting more from them.
All right, now, sometimes we discover that people get to import products, and when you get to find out, okay, why do we import some products? Yes, why do we import some products, and why don't we actually produce these things in Nigeria? Some are like because of the government policies, because of capital, and all other things like that. But what do you have to say about this?
This one, I think we are mounting pressure, that is about the organized private sectors. We are mounting pressures on the government to change their policy in that direction, so as to give us, the local industries the benefit of being able to market their products. A lot of even substandard and standard products, imported products come to Nigeria because those manufacturers abroad see Nigeria as a dumping ground, thereby making it almost impossible for local industries to break even. So we are mounting pressure on our government to reverse its policy in that direction.
All right, the program is still Rise and Shine on Impact Business Radio, IBR 92.5 FM. And with us in the studio, we have the president of the Ibadan Chamber of Commerce, Industry, Mines and Agriculture. And we'll be talking about how the chamber has been able to help the economy, the plans that they have to also boost the economy and to help the people at large. The program is still Rise and Shine.
Modele, do you believe in Nigeria?
Of course I do. I don't know about you, but I strongly believe in Nigeria.
Do you wear made in Nigeria clothes?
Yes, no.
Do you wear made in Nigeria shoes?
Everything from head to toe made in Nigeria.
Any lady wear Nigerian clothes? Obviously, she does. All right, if you're just joining us, I'd like to know, we're glad to know that you're here and you're still there with us this morning on Rise and Shine, coming your way from Impact Business Radio, IBR 92.5 FM. In a world of ours, in a class of ours, no doubt about that. And it's a privilege, it's an honor to have with us the current and the latest president of the Ibadan Chamber of Commerce, Industry, Mines
and Agriculture. And person of Princess Margaret Bosedi Amuso Ogunaike.
Now, looking good is good business. Obviously, I know the like of Modele will be treated. Wow, mommy at 70.
As mommy looks
She's
looking
Modele.
like sweet 16. Mommy's competing with us.
It's nice to know that. It's nice to know that because she does everything about her. Look at her from head to toe. Ofi, all in made in Nigeria. I hope you ladies of nowadays.
I'll
you wear
thank you
Nigeria.
tomorrow.
Yeah.
How about that?
Okay, I'll say you said so.
Okay.
All right, let's get back to Princess Amusan Ogunaike here, and she's been talking to us about things we should expect from the Ibadan Chamber of Commerce and generally about Nigeria as well.
All right, now let's talk about moving forward in Nigeria, moving forward in Ibadan. 5 years from now, okay, you are going to be the president from, in 2 years, from 2016 to 2018. By 2018, what should we expect to see by that time?
Really and truly, we have a challenge of not being able to retain our members. As they come, they go. Why? Because they don't get satisfaction. What they are looking for, because they are coming, when they are coming into the membership of the chamber, their hopes are not realized. Our main focus, I mean this administration, is to ensure that we not only retain the existing members, but increase the membership strength. How do we intend to do that? We intend to do that by developing their business, giving in advisory capacity, encouraging them on the best way for the management of their companies, and then assisting them in getting funds as capital. Again, marketing strategy is equally our main business. We get experts to advise them. Packaging of their products too will not escape our searchlight. When all these are put together, there is no way a company will not fare well in the business arena. Thank you.
Now, what would you say is the biggest challenge the chamber is facing presently?
Well, I would say it's a thing of the past.
Good.
Now that we are on board, whatever challenge we've been experiencing before, we want to iron them out. And all these have been enumerating earlier on.
Just in case you don't know, Ibadan Chamber of Commerce is here to foster and promote business relationships within and outside Nigeria. Mommy, talking about business relationships, we have small businesses that are coming up and we have the big ones. Is there any forum or do you have any avenue where these businesses and these people come together? Yes, to talk about how they can help each other and how they can improve the economy.
Oh, thank you very much. Like I told you earlier on, that the challenges we had was of the past. This new administration had put in place quarterly general meeting, and it is essentially for members to be able to not only fellowshipping, but to trash out business strategies with a view to improving their business lots. We have planned several, shall I say, exchange programs. We intend to be packaging interested companies for overseas trade missions, so that we want to expose them to overseas business ideas, and then they will be able to encourage overseas partnership, both for business and for technology.
Now, we've been talking about diversification. And yes, agriculture is one of the things we have said we'll diversify and we'll go into. But what other aspect or what other area besides agriculture do you think we can go into that will help to boost the economy?
All aspects of business endeavors are relevant, be it distributive, because some segments of people has to distribute whatever has been manufactured or extracted, be it agric, so distributive is very relevant. Manufacturing is equally relevant because technologies are put in place to put things, to manufacture things, put in raw materials and get outcome that is suitable for our use. Extractive business too is there, equally important. Building, we cannot overlook building. Agric is the main stake, and we should all focus. We should not look focus. We should focus and enhance our activities in that direction.
All right, we're still talking with Princess Margaret Bosede Amuson Ogunaike, the President, Ibadan Chamber of Commerce, Industry, Mines and Agriculture. Now, in the midst of men, though I asked, well, I want to now take you further. In the midst of men, and as a woman, has it been easy? Though very short, but notwithstanding, how has it been? Have we been cooperative? We. When I say
men,
we.
luckily for me, men has been very, very cooperative too. Now, when you are talking of success, be it a man or woman, it is not easy. But one has to be determined. And being a woman, you have to do extra work. You will have to be a mother, a professional, and yourself. These three, you have to combine them together before you can make a success of anything.
How has it been managing the home and your career and the profession all together? How has it been?
It's not been easy, but if you organize yourself properly, I think if you keep to your schedule, things will work out.
You heard that, Modele. So by the time you are of our age, you'll be able to keep to schedule and make sure you take care of me.
Well. Oh,
right?
please.
All right, then. All right, before we go, quickly, what are your plans? What should we look at in under 2 years from now, God willing, alive, healed, and healthy? What legacy will you want to say, yes, I wish I left, and which I am going to leave much more by the time I'm leaving the chamber?
Thank you very much. Like I said earlier on, we have not been able to retain
Your members.
The taste of the pudding should be in the eating. At the expiration of my 2 years, we will not only have succeeded in retaining our existing members, but we will have more than double the membership strength. That will tell all and sundries that members are quite happy with our programs, because it will help them to improve their lots.
Right, thank you very much, Ma. We really appreciate you for coming. And if you're just joining the program, we have in the studio with us the President, Ibadan Chamber of Commerce, Industry, Mines and Agriculture. And she's no other person than Princess Margaret Bosede Amuson Ogunaike. And she has been in the studio with us. We've been talking about how to move the nation forward, how the chamber has been here, what have they been doing, and what do they plan to do. And she has really been helpful. We really appreciate you for coming around to the studio this morning.
All right, it's on this note, definitely we would like to say a big thank you to you for being there with us ever since we kicked off transmission of programs for this first phase, which we will be stepping aside shortly. And I want to say a big thank you to all those who have partook out of the programs that we have kicked off with, from the newspapers, every segment. Yeah, you guys are great. You guys
I would
are
also
great.
like to say a big thank you to the transmission team, Eniola Olaoye, Felix Ogudero, Dayo Balogun, and Bimbo Salami as well, the studio manager. We really appreciate you for bringing this production for making it successful. Make sure you stay tuned to Impact Business Radio, IBR 92.5 FM. My name is Omodele Oyedeko, and ensure you have a great day.
All right, thank you for being there with us as well, and we'll admonish us there. Let's support Nigeria, and let's make very good use of everything that comes of Nigeria. Wear Nigerian clothes, Nigerian shoes, let's drive Nigerian cars, and let's make the very best of everything that comes from Nigeria. My name is Tunde. You are that change that Nigeria needs. God bless you. Tunde.